have a question. If you could be so kind as to explain the confusion around jihad as it relates to the early Crusaders and the difference and why it has a negative connotation when it's not actually the representation of jihad.
All right. They started jihad, right? It's getting hot here. About 4 years ago, I was to give a presentation at IIT in Chicago. And the topic was the misconceptions about Islam. As I went to the hall where the lecture was supposed to happen, I was not happy with myself because I was 9 minutes late. When I went up there, I took the mic and I mentioned to the people, I really apologize I'm late. The reason I'm late is because I was doing jihad. Right? And they began to crack up. Really, jihad? Where's your sword? Where's your gun? I mentioned to them, for me, for that day, fighting Chicago traffic was my jihad. Right? So jihad means the struggle that you do to be the best that you can be in the eyes of God. So that's the definition of jihad. The best effort, the best sacrifice, the best way that you can contribute with your person, the resources, to please the Creator and make society better. That is the definition of jihad. So jihad can be personal jihad, jihad can be jihad, in the society. So the personal jihad can be, just waking up in the morning for the morning prayer, especially in Chicago winters. The weather is cold, you want to stay in the bed, but you want to please God. That is jihad. If your parents are old, we want to take care of, even if they're young brother, we're taking care of the parents, helping them. So personal jihad means you become the best in the eyes of God personally. Second type of jihad is you want to make the society better. Many mosques around the USA, there are 3,000 plus mosques, when we have the blood drive to help those people who need the blood. That is the jihad to help the society by donating our blood. If there is, like Ikna Relief, we have so many different ways that we help out. We have passed out close to 300,000, backpacks to the needy children. So the second form of jihad can be to help our society become a better society. The third type of jihad would be a self-defensive jihad. For example, maybe midnight, if there is a knock at the front door, and now you fear, who may come at this time? When you look, you find out there are some thugs standing out there, people with the chains and with the knives and guns. Obviously, you're not going to open the door. You're going to, pick up a baseball bat, a cricket bat, and push the ADT alarm or 911. You will take up arms to defend yourself, your family, your property. So that is the third type of jihad. However, God says in the Quran, in chapter 2, verse number 190, that fight in the cause of God for those who fight against you. Means if somebody is imposing some threat on you, war on you, your family, your country, then God says you have the God-given right to do it. But then God says, even in that justified war, do not go to extreme, because God does not love the extremist. So even in that war of self-defense, there are certain rules that we are supposed to follow. So what are those rules? Muhammad, peace be upon him, he mentioned in one of the authentic narrations. After one of his defensive wars, he saw a woman dead. He was not happy. He called his companions and he told them, he instructed them that even in a war, do not kill women and children, means non-combatants. So there is no carpet bombing in Islam. There is no Hiroshima Nagasaki in Islam. Even if the enemy comes and destroys my civilian population, even then Islam does not give me the permission to touch, harm, or kill the civilians of the enemy forces. Just in case if we see some misguided people doing it, they are going against the clear-cut teachings of Islam. And lastly, to save lives is also to take up arms to remove the oppression. But in all of these forms of jihad, it's really important. If any non-combatants, women, children, or innocent people are even touched, they're going against the concept of jihad, the concept of the guidance of God. So jihad is not holy war. The holy war concept, it came from the Crusades, not from the Islamic concept of taking up arms for a just war. But then you may be thinking, you may be saying, how come some people are doing that? And I would say that it is a human shortcoming. Just like our Christian brothers and sisters, unfortunately in history, they have taken up arms in the form of crusaders, and they have butchered 300,000 innocent people. Or the slave traders, or the Spanish Inquisition, or the genocide of the Native Americans. In the name of Christianity, we don't blame Christianity, but we blame those people. In the same way, if some misguided people are in the name of Jihad, or Sharia, or Islam, if they are killing innocent people, we blame them and not Islam. So the best way to know what Islam is, it is not Fox News, fake news, or the White House. It would be reading the Quran on your own, consulting with knowledgeable Muslims, and looking into the noble life of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. And once we do that, we will find out that Islam is a faith of peace. Jihad is not holy war. Jihad is to make a person better and the society better. And that is the true concept of jihad.
Thank you.
Sure.